What is up, people? Half Slab Bacon back with another Snapshot update. That's right, peeps. This week, they surprised us with a snapshot on the Mondays. Due to a whole bunch of stuff going on over at Mojang and some other, holidays and that kind of stuff. But we are in 17W48A. And guys, we got a lot to cover today. A lot indeed. First off, before we get into 48A's changes and features, we have a couple things to cover from both 47A and 48B that came out late last week. I didn't do a video on 48B because there wasn't a lot there. So, first let's cover, I missed a couple things in 47A, and I wanted to go over those. Credit goes to Cub Fan for finding this out. So thank you, Mr. Cubs fans, stuff, and things. So first off, we need to talk about the lever. There was a subtle change in 47A last week. You can now see that when powered, it is emitting redstone dust particles. Same as the redstone dust does. So that's to help you see whether it's on or off, which is an awesome thing. Awesome thing. Another change, guys, unfortunately, is to the note block. That's right. You can see it is no longer a tile entity, which means it can be moved by pistons. This also has one major downside, and that is this. So anybody that used them with slime blocks for, slime block elevators, that kind of thing, all your stuff's gonna break. All your stuff is gonna break. So just in case, I went through all the other items to see if their behavior changed with pistons, and you can see they all still work as normal. Nothing here, nothing here. Still behaves there. It's all good, it's all good. But unfortunately, these guys no longer. Now, they haven't changed the jukebox. So if you care to use the jukebox instead, it still functions, which is great. Except for one small thing, peeps, and that is, if we go into a crafting grid and we look at the recipe, your diamonds instead of redstone. So, yeah, it's great, but it got a lot more expensive. A lot more expensive. Now, couple other changes. 2 anvils, for one. I'm headed in the wrong direction here. You can now see the anvil slightly damaged is now called chipped, and the very damaged is now just called damaged. So a name change there. That was it. That was all. Lastly, in terms of the A snapshot, there is one other very important change, guys, and we're just going to come over here and put ourselves in survival for this, and that is monster blocks. We can see regular blocks still have a timing, but watch what happens if I hit our infested, our silverfish. And you can see, even with a bare hand, they snap instantly. I was waiting for that to happen. What are you gonna do, parrots? So, would you guys sit down? Yeah, that's right, sit down. So yeah, that just got a lot more dangerous. Isn't that lovely? Isn't it lovely? So, in terms of the B snapshot, guys, they did one important thing, and that is you can now see we have the crafting for all the respective buttons, trapdoors, colored stuff, and things. They're all there. Alright guys, so to start off with 17W48A, you can see they have fixed parrots. Their legs no longer move when they're sitting on your shoulder or when they're sitting down on the ground. Just a small fix, but a good fix. Another fix is with arrows and flame. You can see that That is a flame arrow. And they've now fixed the bug where they stay lit when it's raining. Alright guys, so another fix this week. Well, it isn't a fix, but it's a joke. Somebody reported beds in the nether as a bug, and as a result, we now have this change. As you can see, it now says half slab bacon was killed by intentional game design. Well, that was fun. So, in addition, there's a whole bunch of other small little changes, guys. So, let's check out a couple. For starters, when you rename a book in Quill, in an Anvil, prior to 1.13, you could no longer write in it after it was done. You can now see that is no longer the case. You can rename the book and write in it. Yay! Another little quirk was that when throwing a fishing rod through an end portal, it used to disappear. That has now been fixed. Another one, and not often, but would happen, is fire wouldn't always work on the right coordinates. Was just seeing if we could do it on the anvil. That has been fixed. Fire now always adapts to the coordinates it's on. Another interesting one, if we come over here, is we can now check the pumpkin pie recipe and notice that it's been fixed to use the regular pumpkin and not the carved pumpkin. If we go ahead and put the carved pumpkin in there, we get nothing back. So that's a thing. Yeah, that's a thing. In addition, there's been a couple different bugs in the game plaguing us for a little while, and I remember I dyed the wrong sheep here, but there was a bug in the last snapshot, I believe, where if you sheared pink and magenta sheep, they would drop regular wool. That has been fixed. Okay, so all sheep drop their proper colors. Another big one, feeding these guys would cause your position basically to teleport. It would move your cursor, teleport your cursor. We can see that has been fixed. In addition, with the changes to pumpkins, you were no longer able to put torches of any kind on jack-o'-lanterns and pumpkins. As we can see, that has now been fixed. Oh, we grabbed the stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of all this junk. Another little interesting quirk was with the debug stick. It was slightly buggy that it wouldn't give you information when you clicked something that actually didn't have properties. And as you can see now, it does, even if there's no changeable properties. Another cool one with the Silk Touch shovel, and we're going to want to switch game modes for this. Yay! You used to get snowballs when you mine them. We can now see I got 6 there. I got 10. I got 12. You get the right number back and all the stuff and things, which is amazing. Another interesting bug that we had before had to do with boats, that in turning with them, they would jitter a little bit. You can see that has been fixed. They now turn perfectly smooth. It's a thing, peeps. It is a thing. Haha! Love it. Fixed boats. Another quirky little one was the hitbox on Cauldrons, and portal frames with eyes used to be off, and we can now see they are in fact fixed as I stand on them. Look, I'm standing on them properly. Oops, I fell in. Ha ha. It's a thing. One other change to do with Cauldrons, and normally it would be quicker for me to type this in, but I'm still not used to tabbing and stuff. Another thing to do with Cauldrons. Yes, let's get an egg. No. Let's get not a creeper. Let's get a skeleton. Yes, let's get a skeleton. So, These guys used to get stuck inside those. They can now get out. I don't know why he's not. But, oh, there we go. He got out. Yeah, isn't it amazing? They can now get out. So that's another fix to do with Cauldrons. Another issue that they fixed used to have to do with pistons and fast 0 tick or 1 tick creating a duplicate head. As we can see, that is no longer the case. I'm gonna shut that off now. It's so noisy. Jeez, guys, why you gotta be so freaking noisy? Seriously, why? Another bug that used to be a thing was custom banners not stacking properly. And we can see, if we go and pick them up, they have been fixed. They now stack properly. I forgot to cover one other thing, guys, in the B snapshot. I just realized it right now. I'm such a noob. Let's go ahead and break this block. We can also see, do we have it? These bad boys are now craftable. So by taking our logs and doing that, we can now craft these bad boys in survival, as well as them being in the creative inventory. So you'll be able to use the log blocks in survival. That's a pretty big thing. I think is amazeballs. Now, for the last couple of things, we will talk about the fact that capes, even though I don't have one to show you one, got fixed. There used to be a bit of an issue with capes when you were riding pigs or horses where they wouldn't render properly, they'd behave all crazy. They've now had their physics adjusted so that they move as you would expect when you're doing those kind of things. So that's pretty much it. Now for our final thing, and this is a big one, guys. This is a very, very big one. And that's what I got these over for. Recipes, custom recipes, etc. have been moved into data packs. We can now see I have disabled data packs. You can see we've got nothing here. I can't craft anything. See? Nothing. Nothing. But, of course, if I re-enable, we get our crafting recipes back. So this will allow people building crafting recipes to add them back in to the vanilla stuff, as well as to completely rebuild all crafting recipes and eliminate vanilla stuff for maps, etc. Which I think is amazeballs, guys. It's amazeballs. So, thank you so much, guys, for looking over the changes with me. This is pretty exciting. Remember, get working on any of those slime block / note block things you have built in your worlds, because they're going to break in 1.13. And it looks like it's coming soon. Jeb posted recently that there's only one major fix they want to add. So that's about it, guys. Thanks for going over all the changes that we missed last week and all the cool ones in 1.13 17W48A this week. There were a bunch of other bug fixes. I just didn't list them because they're not significant. If you ask me, most people wouldn't notice. So, as always, guys, smash that like if you enjoyed the Snapshot update to help others like yourself who might enjoy the content find that channel. And if you're new and you haven't already, hit that sub button for more videos, people. We do stuff like this on the channel all the time. Thanks for watching. Bye.